Swing Out Sister. Well, I'm very happy to say that legendary guitarist Johnny Marr is with us in the studio. Good morning, Johnny.
Morning, Fearne. Nice to be here.
So lovely to have you here. I hope your week's going all right so far. You feeling good?
What days it went? Yeah,
Wednesday,
actually, it's flown halfway through the week.
I know.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, yeah.
It's basically the weekend, isn't it, really? We're sort of there. It's in sight.
I like it, yeah. That's good.
I like
It's good
it.
thinking,
Yeah. A lot of people have got good intentions today, Johnny. My aim is to smile and have a short chat with everyone I see at work today, says Michelle in Reading. That's a nice one.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, just sort of smile more in life.
Well, I do a lot of running, and what I've noticed is if you're running around streets, occasionally you'll run up, you'll be running and you'll see someone running towards you. And I decided a couple of years ago to be the person to say hello, because you have this slightly quite awkward moment,
yeah.
particularly the English people, the UK are worse than America, really. And no one knows whether to say hello, and someone's got to commit. So I decided a couple of years ago to be that guy.
I love
hello,
that.
whether you like it or not.
Oh, and they run off going, was that Johnny Marr? Johnny, I was reading about you running, actually, because that's how you like to clear your head, and a lot of your ideas come at that point, right, for you?
Yeah, and actually the last few albums or the solo records are generally pretty up-tempo, and particularly the first two, and I think that's one of the reasons why. Because when I started with the solo records, I did want them to have energy. I wanted them to be, well, first off, I thought that would be good when you play them live. All the songs means that everything's quite banging, Not to make music trite or anything, but I just thought up-tempo is actually harder. It's easier to write more moody songs, frankly.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think because of being out running and thinking about what I was doing, and particularly, 5-6 years ago, I was doing long distances and everything. I was conceptualising a lot of music, and that energy went into it, I think.
I love that. What's the longest run you'll do? What's your sort of normal...
Oh, now, I've really fallen off now. Right, it's like, I'm just terrible. I'll talk about it. I do, 10 or 12 miles, something
What?
like that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I was doing 28 miles.
No.
Yeah.
If I do 3.5, I'm well chuffed with myself.
Great. Well,
I think
yeah.
I'm brilliant if I've done 3.5.
Absolutely.
I won't
yeah.
do more than that, though. No way.
Well, a mile's good anyway.
I think so. Just getting out of the house is good, isn't it? Good for the head. We're going to play your new single in a little bit, Armatopia. So this isn't off your third album, Call the Comet. This is just a standalone single. What made you want to write it and put it out now?
Well, I like the idea of... I know there's... I was noticing a lot of pop acts do that and take advantage of the way people consume music now. I mean, you can... So, I'm sort of been around a long time, and I love, like a lot of people, I love the event of making an album. And for me as a writer, the actual facility, what an album is, 11, 12 songs with, there's a group of songs, works for me as a writer. But you can... I don't really want to fall into the habit of going, it was always better. I liked it when albums were out, and I don't really like it so much these days. And music, I thought, well, just get on board with it and adapt. So I thought, well, all right, well, I'll do this just like sort of hip hop acts and the pop acts, see what that's about, and actually, join the party and adapt to it. And I sort of set myself when I was doing Call the Comet last year. Kind of when you finish a record, the last thing really you want someone to tell you is like, well, it'd be great to do a standalone single, because you're sort of just going, right, I'll put this collection of songs together. But I knew once I'd had the idea, I thought that'd be a pretty good idea. See if you can pull that off, sort of thing. And so when the record was finished, I set about writing this standalone single. And I also had a sort of concept. I thought I wanted to write a bit of a message song. And the trick with that, though, was to sing about something serious, which in this case is the ecology, but then you can use, as a songwriter, you can use all these different devices. So I decided to try and, before I wrote it, I thought, well, if I'm going to sing about something quite serious, I should marry it to a really upbeat kind of joyous sort of tune, if I can do that. And so that's what I set about doing, and people seem to like it. So
we're loving it.
Crossed, yeah.
Oh, it's all over Radio 2. We're going to play it in a moment, and There's been a great reaction, obviously, about that song. As well as your 3 solo albums, and since the Smiths, you have worked with so many people in all different guises as either a band member, a producer, a writer, a musician working with them. The Pretenders, Brian Ferry, Beck, Oasis, of course, Modest Mouse, The Cribs. Would you say that's been sort of like one of the greatest joys for you, being able to kind of work with all these different people and seeing what that then offers for you as a musician?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's been times when that I think back where I didn't even realise I was learning things as it was happening. I was just getting on with the job and having fun and adapting to it.
Yeah.
But you definitely pick up things that stick with you afterwards. Working with great people.
Does it make you play differently as well when you're? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I did this. The most unexpected things come by as well, because over the years, I've been asked, because I've collaborated so much. I got into this thing of people saying, well, who is it that you want to work with? Have you still got people left to work with? And my mind kind of goes blank, really. But a couple of years ago, I was working on a Spider-Man film. Me and Hans Zimmer were doing this thing, and Hans liked the idea. He thought that me and Pharrell Williams should do something together, and he was great for, as would be expected. So me and Pharrell wrote a couple of songs. But Hans's lateral reason for that was he thought it'd be great to have the guy who wrote Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now writing with the guy who wrote Happy.
That's great.
And I thought, well, that's kind of lateral thinking.
I love that.
But the thing with that scenario is that, say in that case, me and Pharrell completely different backgrounds. I'm from the obviously indie rock British UK background, and he's from an R&B kind of hip hop scene. But it's a good example to use, because even though our backgrounds are very different, when you get together to do something, essentially, it's a little like when we're in the studio. It's like we're both in a rowboat, and the horizon is the speakers off there, and we're both sort of trying to get to the horizon, really, what's coming out of the speakers. So our backgrounds completely melted away, and you just want to do something great. And we didn't really discuss it too much, and we wrote a couple of songs very quickly. And his discipline and his about melodies really stuck with me, because he'll write a melody really quick, and then he'll just write another one and another one and another one, and he's amazing.
Yeah.
As you might think.
Absolutely.
So I realised when I was doing the record that stuck with me, really, because it really helped me out melodically, because I just try about 3 or 4 different melodies.
That's so wonderful. What a great partnership as well. Brilliant pairing. Johnny, we're going to talk some more after this. Your new single. This is Armatopia on Radio 2. More with Johnny Marr after this. Johnny Marr, Armatopia, and Johnny is here. Oh, such lovely text coming in. Tom's just said that he loves that track and it's got great style and it's set him up for the day. Ingrid has said, please tell Johnny I took his advice and just said hello to a chap who ran past me when I was out running. I scared the living daylights out of him. That's a nice thing to do, though.
Yeah, I can't be held responsible for any weirdness that happens on the streets today.
Absolutely not. So you are in the thick of it, so busy at the moment and about to go and tour the States. How do you like touring life?
I really like it.
You do?
Yeah, I think it's... I came to like it quite late on in my career, which has just been really fortuitous. I didn't see that coming. When I was younger, in the Smiths days, with I just didn't like touring because it took me away from the studio, and I was obsessive about making records, and I just didn't really click with it, which is unusual. It wasn't really even the travel. I didn't like anything about it, really. And then I guess in the early 2000s, when I went out with my own band, and mostly with Modest Mouse, the American band, we played so much, I just really adapted, and I now absolutely love it. I love, I've been at the same band now for about 8 or 9 years, and same crew, so it's got that real kind of family atmosphere. I mean, they do say, I heard years ago that older musicians, if you come off the tour fit, and younger musicians come off the tour not
beer bloated,
not fit. Not fit. I think that's the case, really. In my case, it sort of energises me.
Because you don't drink, you're out running all the time. So it's a clean lifestyle when you're on the road. So what I always wonder is, how do you deal with that crazy adrenaline rush that you must get night after night, and then coming off stage and then, you're not going out partying, you're not going to sort of, let off steam. How do you sort of digest that and process your gigs?
It's difficult. I don't really sleep very much. Yeah. That's the thing. I just don't. The thing with my lifestyle, really, Fearne, is about 10, 15 years ago, I guess, I mean, I get asked about it quite a lot, particularly not drinking, but it's not that I had, any sort of epiphany or any, big, I don't have like a drink or drugs hell or anything like that. I really had a good time when I was younger. But I just thought it'd be better I just kind of got tired of it, really, and I just fancied a change. And if anything, it's given me more attitude and certainly more energy, but it's made, if I thought, I've said this before, but if I thought that partying was going to make me a better songwriter, I would do it. It's not a judgment or morality or anything. The way I live is sort of better for me as a musician and as a lyricist and all of that. And everyone's so busy now, and travel's different as well these days. If you go to airports and stuff, you're in there just on one end, you're in there for 2.5 hours, and you're in there 2.5 hours when you get out or whatever. So I just live on the tour bus, and we just we all get out running, and we hit the stage kind of energised, I think, which is a good thing.
Without a doubt. And you've got a bunch of UK festivals coming up as well for people to see you play.
Yeah, playing at All Points East, which is in Victoria Park, which people seem to love. Everyone's kind of excited about that, so I'm looking forward to that. And then there's one in Newcastle called Tomorrow Calling, I think, and then Glastonbury we're doing as well. So obviously I'm getting just loads of texts looking for tickets.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Everybody. I can't wait to see you. Can get me tickets for the Friday. I'm not on the Friday. I'm on the Saturday. Oh yeah.
Not even there to see you. No. What a cheek. Well, look, Johnny, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Nice to see you.
So lovely talking to you, and we are loving your new single. We shall play it and play it and play it, and good luck on your tour.
Thanks. Cheers.
Thank you, Johnny Marr. Richie, you ready with the travel,
I'm
love?
ready. I'm fine.
Let's do it.
Let's start in Northern Ireland then, in lovely County